Hey guys, welcome back to the Destination Baby and Kids YouTube channel. This is Gina. I am here with you on a very warm afternoon. It's about 85 degrees in my store because my air conditioning is broken, but I couldn't leave because I was excited to make this video to go over a brand new product. So this is the Wave 3 from Silver Cross, and as you can see, I'm pushing it, I'm loving it. It's actually pretty awesome. The color that you see here is called Licorice. It is available in two color choices, Licorice, which is all black, or they have a color called Caramel or Caramel, depending on how you want to say it. But as you can imagine, that's sort of a beautiful brown option. And the thing about the Wave is that it's been around since, geez, before the pandemic, at least like 2017, 2018. And it's always been a super high-end single to double stroller. Now, what's significant about it this year is that the price has dropped significantly on it. And additionally, you're gonna get a lot more value for dollar if you decide to go this direction. So let's walk through all the things that you get at its price point. So it is gonna clock in at a very respectable $1,259.99, so about $1,260, but you're gonna get a ton for your money. So let's walk through what you get. So one thing I will say that was a little interesting is that my rep indicated that the cup holder was not included with the product, but I opened my box and I did have a cup holder. So I'm gonna do a comparison video between this, the Nuna Demi Next, the Vista, the E-Gazelle, probably later this week, and that will go, I'll have clarification on whether or not in that video the cup holder is included, but let's just assume that it is since it was in my box. So you're gonna get the cup holder. You also get an infant bassinet. So this is an overnight sleep certified bassinet, which means if you wanna use it next to your bed as the bedside sleeper, you can do that. If you don't wanna put a stroller, which has filthy tires, next to your bed, which might have carpet in the bedroom or something of that nature, you can buy a stand separately from Silver Cross for $159. That will enable this bassinet to clip directly into it, and then it could be your bedside bassinet. So right out of the box, it's gonna come with the bassinet, which is fabulous. Bassinet has ventilation. Oops, pulled the whole thing off there. But as you can see, it does have ventilation on the back, which is super nice. Baby stays nice and cool, especially on 85-degree days. And you're going to get the height adjustable handle. So it stops at a variety of heights, but I will point out for tall, this is one of the most insanely awesome options for taller parents, because not only does it come up super high on me, but it creates a huge distance between my body, my legs, and the frame of the stroller. So if I have a long gait, it's gonna be a great option for tall. So we do love that. Okay, so initially baby is in the bassinet. The bassinet is meant for 0 to 6 months, and you do actually have ventilation on the side of the bassinet here as well. So again, breathable not only through the hood, but through the actual bassinet side. Now, 0 to 6 months, we're using the bassinet, and then you would put on the stroller seat that's included in the purchase price. The stroller seat will include a liner, a canopy, a front bar that will attach a snack tray if you buy that separately down the road, or it's gifted for Registry. Nice big canopy. The canopy has the mesh ventilation the same way it did on the bassinet, and it's because they are interchangeable canopies. The bassinet front bar is a little different than this front bar. This front bar with the black wording that reads Silver Cross, this can accept the tray, which is sold separately. So if you wanted to do a tray, you'd be able to do that. You're gonna go ahead and still get your Magnetic Genius buckle, which is pretty cool, works pretty easily, and it's very kid-proof, which we definitely love. Liners included, which is great. The foot plate is adjustable and articulating. The footwell is down here, so nice break for a long leg. Front tires are fully lockable, and as I'll point out, in single mode, the fold looks like that. So you can definitely leave your stroller seat attached to it and fold it. Another nice thing is that in this type of configuration, all 4 wheels are still on the ground. The handle is not touching the ground, and no other part of the frame is touching the ground, so we definitely appreciate that. There is a lock over here on the side The stroller weighs about 33 pounds with the seat on it. The frame, I think, was something around, like, I had to look it up, but the frame is 26.5 pounds, the seat is 7 pounds, and then the bassinet is 9.25 pounds. So it's a robust stroller, but you know, Demi Next is kind of heavy too. Vista's not super lightweight. I think Vista's like 29 or 30 pounds. So it's still kind of in line with those guys. One thing that this guy will do better is that the seat unit holds 55 pounds. So that is one thing that sets Wave apart from the other single to double options on the market and just single strollers in general. It does have a 55-pound weight limit on both seats. So if we're talking options that can go for two or for two big kids, they do a nice job because the second seat for this will hold a full 55 pounds. Also, the seats are very nice size. So for big kids with a bigger body, definitely nice. The canopy is one canopy height. So it's not a height adjustable canopy. It is one canopy height. Now, let's say you have a newborn and you have an older child now. What do you do? Now, of course, this guy is car seat compatible. That is a separate purchase. I will show that really quickly. If you want to, you can buy car seat adapters for the Wave. They are super easy to use. All this stuff is marked left and right, which is really great. And then this guy is going to be the Pippa Air RX that I'm putting on here. So pretty easy, looks beautiful. But both the car seat and the car seat adapter here would be a separate purchase. And so while it can do this, and we will come back to this, we're not going to focus on that because these, again, separate purchase, and we want to talk about what's included in that $1,260 purchase price. So going back to what is included, that bassinet, that big kid seat that holds 55 pounds. And by the way, big kid seat, of course, can face caregiver as well as face out at the world. I had it facing out at the world, and as you can see, multiple position recline. So 3 different positions of recline, which is really great. You do get a rain shield for this seat, a mosquito net for this seat, and then you will get an additional mosquito netting for either the bassinet or the second seat. So the second seat is actually included in the purchase price when you buy this guy. And so you might be thinking to yourself, well, why can't I just use the regular seat? It has to do with the way that the pieces work together with this guy. So I'm just going to bring this a little closer to the camera to show. Your second seat bracket is curved. Do you see how this bracket right here is curved? This is how I know this is for the lower position. The lower position has the curved bracket. The upper seat is straight up and down. So that's going to be our upper position seat, always has the straight up and down. So this stroller, out of the box, what we would do is on the frame, there's a little piece right here, a button that we push, and then it waves up. And that's where it gets the name, the Wave. So it's just waving up at us. Why we do that is now we're creating more space for something to clip onto the front. So what else is included in the purchase price are the lower adapter pieces. So these are marked left and right. Thank goodness. So those go on without much difficulty, and they're a nice, sturdy, heavy piece. All the pieces on Silver Cross are like very serious, and that's not a negative thing. Like, this is a good thing. So we're going to put our second seat on the lower adapter set. Now this is all included, and then we're going to take our bassinet and put it on the top, but we have to make sure to grab our bassinet adapters, which are included in that purchase price. So all of these things came out of the box. When I opened my Wave 3 box today, I was so excited to see all these goodies. Made me think of the Sierra song goodies. If you're old enough to know that song, cool. Glad to know you. You're in good company. And if you don't know, you could go look it up. It's a great song. All right. So bassinet is on the top and the stroller seat is on the bottom. Now, stroller seat is missing, as you can see, the canopy and the front bar. I'm going to steal those from the other stroller seat because we're not using these at the same time. So like, I don't need 3 canopies and 3 bars. I really only need the 2 canopies and the 2 bars because they are interchangeable. Now I pointed out one of those bars is snack tray compatible, the other one isn't. To me, that wouldn't be the end of the world, but it is just something to keep in mind. I will see if they're gonna offer that as a separate piece to buy separately. Additionally, a separate liner for the seat, because again, it only comes with one. But you know, unless you're doing for twins, maybe you don't need 2 simultaneously. But I will check into that, and I'll have an answer for that in my comparison video, because I'm still learning things about it. So as you can see, we've got a 55-pound limit for down here on the bottom for our toddler. Still have the articulation in the seat. So this seat is exactly the same size as the other seat. It'll do the same thing with the magnetic buckle. It would have 3-position recline, provided that the bassinet weren't on it. In fact, if I turn the seat around, now, if the kiddo is tired, I think we would get, yeah, full recline. So you could have a sleeping older one, sleeping little one, right out of the box, no problem. And again, people ask all the time with other brands, hey, I want to put the bassinet on top, and then I want my toddler sitting forward facing on the bottom. Almost no brands do that. In fact, no other brand does it currently. The only brand that's got plans on doing it is going to be Bugaboo for their Kangaroo, which hasn't even come out yet. So this has been this way since forever. My cousin has a Wave set up for 2 because she lives in the city, and she wanted this specific setup. Bassinet on top, stroller seat on the bottom, because she did not want an infant seat to be the top position all day for a kid, especially if she's not driving anywhere. And I don't blame her. So then later on, when you've got 2 bigger kids, what do? Because obviously the 6-month-old is going to get too big for the bassinet. The second seat is on the front. The big kid that's sitting in that second seat on the front, I'm going to invite them to come sit back in the top position that they were used to. They're top dog anyway. They should be up there. We'll throw them up there. And those interchangeable, oh, you know what? It's because I'm trying to put it into the bassinet piece. I have to remove that. I'm like, why isn't this clicking? And then again, even experts make these mistakes. What I would tell you is never to force the product. If it feels like it's not working, don't force it. Stop, take a breath, look, and then see what's going on. Okay, so now, easy, click in. That's how it should be. It should be very simple. Like you saw there, not fighting, not forcing. So now front bar goes onto the seat, and then the canopy that was on our bassinet, because hey, you know what? We're not using that right now. Now we're just using stroller seats. That is, again, that interchangeable piece that I can put on to the stroller seat itself. And it's actually very easy. Once you get it correctly lined up, it does make a very clear snapping sound. Everything lines up beautifully. And now we're ready to go with 2 kids. Just like that. Stadium seating, each seat holds 55 pounds, which again, most doubles is gonna cap out at 50. Some are even 45. And then I wanna make sure that I cover everything. Bassinet is overnight sleep certified. 4-way dynamic suspension. It does have an easy single hand adjust. Oh, the basket holds 33 pounds. That's the other thing. And you can get a standing riding board for a bigger, older kid to ride on the back, and that'll hold up to 45 pounds. So they could stand and ride if you wanted them to do that. So you could turn it into a triple if you really, you know, are a glutton for punishment and you think that that would make sense for your lifestyle. Yeah, turn it into a triple. Why not? Just go nuts. Okay. If you have questions or you have comments, please feel free to leave them below. Please feel free to hit like. Please feel free to subscribe. Go ahead and check this out on my website, destinationbabykids.com. If you want to buy one of these, I have got them in stock, ready to go. Happy to ship them directly to you. Fabulous product, destinationbabykids.com. And again, if it makes sense to share this video, go ahead and share it. Sharing is caring. Please feel free to check out my other videos. I have some single to double comparisons, but again, I've got a new one on deck that's going to be brand new for 2024 with some new single to doubles, talking about pricing, really getting into the nitty gritty differences, the things that actually might make someone crazy, you know. So if you want to check that out, go ahead and check out that video. Okay, thank you guys so much for watching, and hopefully we will see you in our next video.